Hello, my name is Anna Cunningham and I'll be textually analysing the cover and contents page of a college magazine named Fresh Direction as part of my AS Media Studies Unit G321 Foundation portfolio. Firstly, the main image is of a young attractive female named Jessie Ware, whom is facing away from the camera, avoiding eye contact with the reader. This could suggest that the audience is meant to be paying attention to the clothing and accessories instead of admiring the beauty of her face. The camera shot is a mid-shot which shows the model from head to just below the chest. The background of the image is completely white, suggesting that she is the main focus of attraction. Even though she is facing away from the camera, females would aspire to be and look just like her. The bralette she's modelling is very revealing with a nude tone, initially being used to allow the text to stand out and to appeal to the male audience as well as female. The model is seen by many men as a male gaze. Evidence of this is by Laura Mulvey. She quoted, "Woman then stands in a patriarchal culture as a signifier for the male other, bound by a symbolic order in which man can live or his fantasies and obsessions through linguistic command by composing them on a silent image of a woman still tied to her place as bearer of meaning, not maker of meaning." Furthermore, the image of the model takes up a large amount of the magazine, showing her importance. The magazine is for women aged around 15 to 30, as it is a university magazine with fashion involved, which indicates that you should have self-confidence as shown in Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It is also aimed at women in this age range, as the topic of fashion is more appealing. The magazine also encourages the target audience to be more body confident, as it says, "Keep in shape on campus." The masthead Fresh Direction is a serif font, which would normally make it harder for the audience to read. However, the chosen text on the magazine cover has been presented boldly, which makes it more clear. The connotations of yellow are intellect, freshness and joy. This could imply that the content of the magazine is full of these three aspects. Moreover, most men usually perceive yellow as a very light-hearted, kiddish colour, which could also imply that the magazine isn't for men and only for women. Yellow is also a very eye-catching colour, and when it is placed against or with black, it will automatically allow the human eye to process the yellow first. This is why the two colours are combined for the cautionary signs as in emergency rescue vehicles. The use of the word direction would imply that the magazine will be guiding the readers through the latest information included within, and maybe it could push the audience into the right direction. The banner is always placed at the top of the magazine, as when it is placed on the magazine stand it is the first thing the audience will see. In this case, the banner uses all the content involved, such as news, music, fashion, film, games, travel, beauty, and so on. This will appeal to the audience as they already have an insight of the information inside the magazine and will initially make the audience want to find out more about it. The sticker catches the target audience's eye as it is positioned right at the top of the magazine and stands out from the masthead as it is being coloured in red, contrasting with the yellow and the black. It is also a sans serif font, which makes it easy to read for the everyday audience. On the sticker, the website address is used as a device to allow the reader to keep updated on the latest news within the magazine. The use of the tagline "Check us out online" is a temporary request as it is used to demand the audience to go and view the website. As you can see, there's a dotted yellow line around the rounded sticker. This could also be used to stand out from the rest of the text but to also keep the colour scheme together. The release date is always published a month ahead of the actual release date itself. This enables the reader to feel more involvement within the magazine, as they may feel as if they have an exclusive pass. The name is positioned on top of the main image in a large font to make it clear to the audience who is presented in the image itself. Furthermore, the text used in the font shows sophistication and femininity. As the font is different from the rest of the magazine article, the font stands out and also looks similar to a signature, which could imply that she has a celebrity-like status. The use of the competition at the bottom of the magazine cover allows the audience to feel as if they're getting something for free. Moreover, the use of the personal pronoun your may make the audience feel as if the magazine has been personalised for their use only, initially making them feel entitled to enter the competition and to make their uni life easier. The images within the competition box will allow the reader to get an insight to what they have the chance to win. The section of the magazine has been underlined with a shadow effect to make it stand out from the rest of the magazine and almost make it look as if it's two-dimensional. Once again, the background to the text is yellow to also make it stand out from the remainders of the page. The use of the left third on the right-hand side of the magazine allows the viewer to see the main image more clearly, and it will also make the text easier to read as it is being displayed on the magazine cover on top of the white background. This is placed right at the top of the magazine near the main image so that the students reading the magazine will instantly know what the full magazine topic will be revolved around. The font is also a serif font in red writing to make it stand out from the sans serif text on the magazine front cover. The font is sans serif with a white whiting placed on the black background. This is a completely different text to the rest of the magazine, illustrating that the audience may be instantly appealed to this topic. The use of alliteration grabs the audience's attention as it's straight to the point and automatically tells the reader what the page will be about. The use of the pun makes a statement more memorable, which will make the reader want to find out more about how to keep in shape on campus. The use of informal vague language here for food could imply that the magazine is trying to attract university students by using their terminology. Fresh direction reminds the audience of the name of the magazine in the same font at the front of the cover, which is sans serif. The release date is also shown on the contents page to remind the audience when the magazine was issued. The majority of the colour scheme has stayed the same apart from the lack of the yellow represented on the contents page. The colours that are shown are red and black mostly. The banner shows which page the audience has turned on to. In this case, it's the contents page. The use of the light brown shaded box may contain important information for the reader as it doesn't relate to the overall colour scheme. Once again, the website is used on the contents page to enable the audience to have access to the website, allowing them to feel more involvement. The outlining of the box on the contents page may include more information, or in this case the publishers of the magazine. This is useful as the students may want to contact the magazine for competitions or for other inquiries. The use of the categorisation makes it easy for the audience to navigate within the magazine as it is sectioned off into fresh, in, entertainment, student life, shopping, fashion, health and travel. We automatically assume that the numbers presented here are the page numbers. The numbers are also very useful as it allows the audience to find the page that they would like to read immediately without having to look into the rest of the magazine first. Here, as you can see, the image and the page numbers are juxtaposed together to allow the audience to find the page easily, as well as getting an insight with the images. The anchorage between the page numbers and text are shown here. This could imply that the fashion tips are included within the magazine on page 46.